Atlantis Resort Paradise Island is a proud platinum sponsor of the ZNS network broadcast of the London Olympics 2012 and is cheering for our athletes as they go for the gold in London.
Welcome to sports, everybody. I'm Chris Saunders. Over the years, a number of Bahamians have been afforded the opportunity to attend colleges and universities abroad as student athletes. And more times than not, this is the result of a connection made between our Bahamian coaches and those coaches overseas. One of those coaches is Kevin KJ Johnson. And as Jonathan Benson tells us tonight, recently KJ had a junior college coach in town scouting out some of the new Bahamian talent.
Having coached in numerous tournaments throughout the United States, Kevin Johnson has made his fair share of contacts, and for the betterment of our youth, he has put them to good use. Among the associates KJ has met along the way is head men's basketball coach at Baton Rouge Community College, Ricky Wilson.
You know, I've known KJ for about 7 to 8 years. I coached one of his players at University of Southern Miss, Geo Bain, and we just developed a relationship over the years. And you know, while I was in Division I couldn't come out to these things, you know, it was kind of illegal, but now that I'm a junior college head coach, you know, I can go, I don't have a specific period where I can go out and do things. So when he told me about his camp, you know, it was a pleasure for me to come down and work it.
Now, while attending KJ's annual summer camp, Wilson was able to get a good look at the talent level available here in the Bahamas.
Overall, they're more athletic than the kids in the state. You know, skill development, I think a lot of kids can work on. But even American kids, when they're born and they're gifted with athleticism, that's all they kind of work upon. They don't, you know, they don't work on the other things because they're dunking and running, but, you know, that's really a small part of the game. The game is really, you know, it's in a half court, it's dribbling, it's passing, it's shooting, but, you know, there's a lot of talent here, and you know, KJ does a great job with his kids, and, you know, I think overall, you know, over time, I think the talent and the skill development of the kids are going to be really good.
In terms of being able to take some players back with him, Wilson definitely seems interested.
I told KJ I'm going to come back every year. You know, I met a lot of people here, a lot of good people. People are really nice here, and, you know, there's a lot of talent.
Having coached at the Division I level, Wilson explains the big difference compared to junior college.
The good thing for me is JUCO, I'm my own boss. You know, in junior college, I'm my own boss. But, you know, I learned a lot in Division I. You know, Division I, there's obviously more games, you travel more, but I think junior college, you have a better chance of putting your hands on kids and teaching them, and, you know, them leaving your program, getting them prepared for the Division I level.
Wilson also spoke about the age when college coaches such as himself start looking at individuals to bring into their program.
I would say a sophomore, the 10th grade. The 10th grade, especially for my level, the 10th grade, and, you know, watching them from year to year and seeing if they, because some kids might not have to go the junior college route. They might can go straight to Division I. But the kids who can go the junior college route that maybe need a little more extra work academically or on the court, I won't be the first one to get them. My program is young. This is my 2nd year coaching at the school, but it's the 4th year of the program overall. We're in the city of Louisiana. We're 4 miles from LSU. You know, LSU is in the SEC with Alabama and Tennessee and all those schools, so we get a lot of support from the people inside the Baton Rouge area, and, you know, they're really pushing for us to be successful.
Jonathan Benson, ZNS Total Sports.
All right, Jonathan, thanks a lot. Right now, we're 2 days away from the start of the London Olympics officially. Team Bahamas has already settled into the Games Village, and the team spent the last few days in Sussex, England at training camp. Now, if you remember the last Olympic celebration in Beijing, the Chinese blew us away with the opening ceremonies with its sheer spectacle. Thousands of performers and firework footprints to the bird's nest opened the Games 4 years ago. From what we've been hearing, London plans to impress with its poshness. The ceremony's theme is Isle of Wonder, inspired by William Shakespeare's play about shipwrecked castaways, The Tempest. An actor is expected to recite the character Caliban's speech, the one that runs, "Be not afeared, the Isle is full of noises." It's been reported that a pre-recorded segment has been filmed inside Buckingham Palace, reportedly involving Queen Elizabeth II and Daniel Craig as secret agent James Bond. And if rumors are to be believed, a stuntman dressed as 007 will parachute into the stadium to start the show. Some segments are also rumored to include Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan, a showdown between Voldemort, if you remember the villain of J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter books, and a horde of flying magical nannies based on Mary Poppins. Now, the opening ceremonies are set for Friday. Remember, ZNS TV 13 and Radio Bahamas are your exclusive broadcasters for the London Games, so make sure to follow all of the Olympic coverage right here. Now, the opening ceremonies will be carried live starting at 4 and not tape delayed, as you'll find on some other stations. So make sure to check out the games right here on TV 13. Some basketball news now. The Bahamas Governmental Departmental Women's Basketball Association closing out its 2012 season. Last night at the D.W. Davis Gym, the BUT educators put their undefeated record on the line against the BPSU Diamond Girls. Tiffany Wildgoose had the hot hand early. She had 10 points in the first quarter as the Diamond Girls surged out to a 17-10 lead. With time running out in the quarter, Ann Bullard made her presence felt for BUT. She finished the quarter with 8 points as the educators pulled within 17 and 14. In the second quarter, the Diamond Girls started strong and they held off the educators 37-31 heading into the half. The educators then started the third quarter strong and they took the first lead since the opening moments of the game at 42-41. The educators and Diamond Girls ended the fourth quarter even at 48, and it was anybody's ball game at that point. The educators went up by as much as 5, but the Diamond Girls would come back to tie things up midway through the quarter. From here, the educators relied on their heavy outside game, and the duo of Glenda Gilcutt and Felicia Kelly made the Diamond Girls pay. The educators stay undefeated, win the pennant with a 73-67 victory. Gilcutt led the way with a game-high 21 points. Bullard added 20, while Varel Davis tallied 13. Wildgoose had a side-high 16. For the girls, Tennille Poitier followed with 13 and 12 as well.
We did well. That's all I can say. Both teams are pretty good. We look forward to the championship games because this is going to be another dog fight for us. I wish all the teams the best, but we coming to win.
As the game process, we got into our rhythm and we got into a nice group and we was able to maintain them off.
We have a few players that's in and out, off the island with this and that, so I can't complain about the way we playing. We playing tremendous.
Still feeling our way, and I think the more games we play, the better we will play. We still feeling, trying to get our cohesiveness together, and once we get that, we'll be all right for the championship.
The Ladies Government League playoffs will start tomorrow night between the Diamond Girls and the Defense Force Waves. The winner there will face off with the defending champion Educators in the finals. Team Bahamas on the volleyball side continued its winning streak last night with the women beating the host country USVI in 4 sets. They fell down in the first one 15-25, but came back and won 3 straight sets, 25-13, 25-18, and then 25-22. The girls played well, and they're hoping that their stat sheet will show off well tonight. They're playing Jamaica as we speak. The Bahamas has lost another one of its pro baseball players, born April 15, 1961. Randolph Big Daddy Thompson died at the Princess Margaret Hospital last week, Wednesday, following a stroke. Thompson started his career here in the Bahamas in 1977 with Home Insurance. In 1978, Home Insurance teamed up with Austin Knowles, and Thompson played on that squad until 1981. In 1982, Thompson attracted the attention of the Pittsburgh Pirates, and he went on to play in their farm system for 3 years. Thompson's funeral service will be held in Eleuthera on Saturday at the Salvation Army Church in North Palmetto Point. Randolph Big Daddy Thompson, dead at the age of 51, gone but not forgotten. That'll do it for sports. I'm Chris Saunders. Your final look at weather still to come.